Hello everybody, this is meteorologist Andrew Pinero, and we are going to be talking about a very interesting concept today, which is going to be fueling costs. Gas versus electricity. It's also very interesting just to compare it in my situation, which was this time last year to the WRX versus right now with the Tesla. So we're going to talk a little bit about that, and we're going to take a bit of a look inside the storage for the electricity in the car, which is this. This right here is a cell out of a Tesla Model 3. This is the battery, or one cell of the battery from a Tesla Model 3. And it really just looks like a big AA battery, which it kind of feels like that too. But there's about 4,000 of these cells that make up a full Tesla Model 3 battery. So that's quite interesting that they can make that many cells in the battery and it just all talks to each other. That's some really good software in there. But this video, we're going to talk all about fueling, the cost of fueling with electricity versus gas in this Full Throttle Thursday. Okay, so let's start talking a little bit about the cost of gas versus electric for fueling, because they are both fuel sources. As of this recording, which is June 27th, we have a cost for premium gasoline, which is what I would have needed for the WRX, of $5.69 per gallon. So for the WRX, it was averaging about 23 miles per gallon. Let me put that up there. WRX. So, if I were to fill completely the WRX from empty to full, so that also, one other piece of information, it had a 16-gallon tank. Those are the three pieces of information. So first, to fill it, 16 gallons. So cost to fill. Let me put that off to the side here. Cost to fill. 16 gallons times, we're doing $5.69 per gallon. We cross out the units. So we have 16 times 5.69. $91 equals $91.04. So that is the cost to fill the WRX. Now let's keep going down a little bit more here. What range would that be getting me? So we have 23 miles per gallon. So 23 miles for 1 gallon equals X miles for 16 gallons. And this is a real world average. Let me put that as a note in there. 23 miles per gallon over 3,000 miles. That is the average for 3,000 miles of driving with that car. I'm going to do a little cross multiplication. So we have 23 times 16 divided by 1 equals 368. 368 miles. So that would be the range for the WRX, along with the cost to fill up. So 368 miles cost $91.04. Okay, so that is the WRX. Now let's take a look at the Model 3. Tesla Model 3. Now we're going to have to accept some conversions here because we don't have gasoline. Okay, so to keep everything simple, 23 miles per gallon. First the cost. So the cost to charge the Tesla, or the cost of electricity in my household. Electricity cost is 0.09 per kilowatt hour. So 9 cents per kilowatt hour. Just think of that as gallons right now. It's a capacity, a charge capacity. It's the energy capacity of kilowatts in 1 hour. So that's the cost there. Now, to keep it same, we have a 16-gallon gas tank on the WRX. We have an 80 kilowatt hour battery. And I am averaging 0.267 kilowatt hours per mile. So that's the information we're going to need. So now let's start by calculating the cost to charge the Tesla from dead to full. So for this, we have $0.09, so 9 cents for 1 kilowatt hour equals X dollars for 80 kilowatt hour. So we're going to do 0.09 times 80 divided by 1 equals $7.20. So that is how much it costs to completely fill the Tesla. Now we also, for range, we have a range. We're going to go back over here. 23 miles per 1 gallon was the WRX. So here we have 0.267 kilowatt hour for 1 mile equals 80 kilowatt hour over X miles. So here again, we're going to do a little cross multiplication. So we're going to do 1 times 80 divided by 0.267 gives me 299.6 miles, which is about 300 miles of range. So I'm just going to round that to the whole unit there. So 300 miles of range. So even just from this point, $91 gave me 368 miles of range. $7 gave me 300 miles of range. So let's convert that to equate it to that. So 300 miles is $7.20 equals 368 miles over X cost. Forgot my unit there. Okay, a little cross multiplication. So we have 7.2 times 368 divided by 300 is $8.83. So that is the adjusted cost to fill the Tesla, assuming they are both the same range. So now one last one here, and this one is the most interesting one. The Harley Davidson LiveWire So for this, again, keeping those same things, the cost of electric is going to be the same because it's both charging at home. So electricity cost is $0.09 per kilowatt hour. 9 cents per kilowatt hour. Next we had capacity. Now it's because it's a motorcycle, smaller capacity. Just like a typical motorcycle may have a 3-gallon gas tank compared to a 16-gallon gas tank. Here we have a 15.5 kilowatt hour battery. All right, and the efficiency. So here, this is very interesting. 0.087 kilowatt hour per mile. That is a very efficient vehicle, essentially. Okay, so let's continue the calculations here. So we got the cost to fill. So we have $0.09 per 1 kilowatt hour equals X dollars over 15.5 kilowatt hour. So again, our little cross multiplication there gives us $1.40. $1.40 to fill the motorcycle. So that is the cost to fill. Now let's calculate the range. So I am getting 0.087 kilowatt hour per 1 mile equals 15.5 kilowatt hour per X miles. Our cross multiplication, 1 times 15.5 divided by 0.087 is 178 mile theoretically. 178. Now this is very much city-oriented driving. City miles, you're going to be able to get a lot more miles out of it. So even though I may be getting here on paper 178 miles, once I take it on the highway, that is going to be causing a faster battery drain. So that efficiency I have not calculated yet, but from what I've seen online, instead of 178 miles city, and this is about 95 miles. This is quite a big range, highway. Quite a big difference there between city and highway. Alright, so based on this calculation there of the WRX, the Tesla Model 3, and the Harley-Davidson LiveWire, we can see there is quite a bit of a savings. So just from car to car, $91 down to $7. Then we have equivalent there if I just had the motorcycle, $91 to $1.40. Alright, and with these calculations, let's wrap up this video. All right, well, that was a pretty interesting look into the fueling costs between the WRX and the Model 3. But it was a very interesting look, and I hope you all enjoyed. So it is definitely a bit of a savings there, even though the car itself up front is much more expensive. Insurance for it isn't that much more. I'm only spending in a 6-month premium, maybe only about $200, $250 more than the WRX, which is not a lot. And that's not per month. That's 6-month premium, about $250 more in 6 months. So per month, if I did it monthly, it wouldn't be that much more for that. All right. So that wraps up this next Full Throttle Thursday. I hope you enjoyed. We got some very interesting content around the Tesla coming out as well. All right, this is meteorologist Andrew Pinero. I hope you all enjoyed, and I'll see you all in the next video.